I'm new, cause I always rock the new shits. Thank you.
Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Kia Shalante, or what it is, or what it ain't, or what it's gonna be. Back with another video. Judging by the title, we about to get into some things. So without further ado, let's vibe. Lauren London is the definition of an it girl with her gorgeous beauty, amazing acting skills, and captivating presence. She is that girl, period. Lauren London embodies strength, individuality, and the importance of authenticity, truly making her an icon. Lauren was born on December 5th, 1984 in Los Angeles, California. She has an African-American mother and a Jewish father.
So you an LA girl?
Yeah.
Why do people think you from New York?
I don't know. Do people think I'm from New York?
Yes.
People think I'm from Atlanta.
Well, because you was in that movie, but they think that you from New York, they think you Dominican Republican, and they think you from Atlanta.
No.
Tell them where you from.
I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm black and white. Simple, easy, straight to the point. I grew up I was the only child, and it was just me and my mom. My dad lived in another state for all of my life, really. You know, my mom was in an extremely abusive relationship when I was growing up, so I witnessed a lot of abuse, and he was very abusive to me as well. My mom had a really horrible boyfriend, and that was really tough, so I would escape in my mind a lot, and I cultivated my relationship with God in those times too.
How old were you? What age are we talking about?
9, 10.
So this is the same time that you're around your mother brought you to Agape.
Yes.
You're in that.
So my mom went to Agape kind of seeking peace from what she was going through. Yep.
Who little Lauren was back in the day?
Oh my goodness. Really young. I think just extremely sweet and kind and observant. And then life got really tricky and some traumas got introduced to me really early on. I would say around 7, I could say I had my first big trauma experience. And so I built up a big old wall and just got a little bit tougher. And I feel like I was categorized as a real feisty, spicy, sassy child.
Yeah.
But now with my knowledge on just like trauma and fear and protecting myself, I realized that it was just me protecting myself.
Yeah.
But I was always very aware of God, extremely, I could feel energy early on. I was a dreamer early on. I was very extremely connected to, you know, the spirit world very early. And I just wanted to like do good in the world as a kid. And I think life kind of took me off that path. And then I found my way back. But it was single mom. She had a lot of jobs. My dad didn't live in the city. And it was just us.
Yeah.
Thugging. I didn't have a really good, strong sense of self-worth. And so, you know, kids, I think children internalize everything when they're really young. And then around adolescent, people always think adolescents are so troubled. But that's when you start to express everything you've internalized, that age. And so around like 14, 15, I started to express everything I had internalized. And, you know, I started to drink and smoke and skip school or not go to school, you know, completely not go to school at all. And I got kicked out of high school. And I went from like an honors student, which is like, you know, very magnet and all these AP classes, to never going back to school because my anger was starting to come out from everything I had went through. Where for me, I used to like ready to fight.
Who was you fighting?
Oh my God. Myself mostly, but you know what I mean? Anything, anybody, like anything would piss me off. And I'd be like, well, what were we gonna do with it? You want to fight? No, cool. Shut it up. Like, you know what I mean? That was always instead of like talking things out, I'd be like, are we fighting? No, so shut the fuck up.
You got kicked out of high school?
Yes.
What'd you do to get kicked out of high school?
Just they had like this tardy policy, and I was always tardy and bitching.
Her natural beauty and charisma really grabbed the attention of music video directors.
How long have you been in the industry? Like, well, over like 15 years?
Well, I started doing like videos around like 17. It's for real here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neptunes presents the Combs.
Lauren London's breakout year came in 2006, where she made her television debut on the sitcom Everybody Hates Chris.
Hi, I'm Monet. This is Aisha, and this is Kiki. We saw the limo, so we had to hop in it. Where y'all about to go?
That's you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who died?
My husband.
Okay, well, when y'all get back, and if y'all not taking the limo, can we take it to the club?
Okay.
How did you get into acting? Like, what was your journey to get to that point?
Journey? I started off in music videos.
Oh.
I was a production assistant, actually. I was a PA for a music video and commercial production office.
Okay.
And then I was Paul Hunter's assistant who directed commercials and music videos. So I was in a lot of his videos and one or two commercials. And then I got let go from the job because I wasn't a really great assistant. And I realized that my mom really gave me like an ultimate, like, you have to figure out what you want to do with your life. And if you really did want to act, you need to get serious about it.
What age was this?
18.
Okay.
18, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started taking acting classes. Like that was like the first thing to do was to just stay in class.
Yeah.
And so I was in class like Wednesdays and Fridays from like 6 p.m. to midnight, like closed in classes. And then actually one of the guys that I worked with at the production office was Chris Robinson's assistant. His name is Carl. And I found out that Chris Robinson was directing a movie that was going to in turn be ATL.
Okay.
And so I was like, Carl, you have to give me an audition. I've been doing acting classes. Like, please, 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 please. Long story short, they got me an audition. It took like 4 hours to get to the audition because my car stopped on the way there. It was just like a tragic, horrifying.
A movie in itself.
It was a movie in itself.
I have another rumor for you.
Okay.
You were 4 hours late for your ATL film audition.
That's
Really?
real.
Oh,
That's
how
right.
did that work? What happened?
Girl, the car, I had this raggedy little car. It was 100 degrees outside. The car was making this noise. It wasn't that 405 was closed. Big old mess. And when I got in, they actually said, you can come back tomorrow. And I guess the look on my face was like, I'm not making it tomorrow. You have to see me today. And so then auditioned for ATL, did a screen test. The casting director on ATL gave me, set up meetings for me to get an agent. And then I just was working after that.
Lauren London starred in her first movie playing the role of Erin Garnett, aka Miss Nunu.
I'm new, because I always rock the new shit. Thank you.
A girl from a wealthy family who hides her true identity to fit in with the urban culture she admires. This movie really changed her life. People were super impressed with her performance in ATL. Everyone was talking about how she really added depth and authenticity to her character. The chemistry she had with co-star T.I. really stood out, making their on-screen relationship feel real and believable. She received a nomination for Outstanding Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role at the Black Movie Awards.
Give me back my necklace.
No.
Give me my damn necklace back.
And this is your first movie?
Yes, this is my first movie, my first anything really.
So first premiere?
Yes.
So what's the experience like?
It's beautiful. I'm trying to take all of this in. It's amazing. I'm incredibly happy right now. Can you see I'm on cloud 9? I'm so happy.
So tell me about working on this film. I mean, you have to capture the spirit of Atlanta. What did you do to help do that?
I hung out with a lot of people from Atlanta. I talked to Tip about a lot of things. He was very open to just, educating us on what happens in Atlanta. We spent a month there before we did any shooting. Yeah, We partied with them, ate with them, and just tried our best to capture what we could.
Is it true that your character's based on T-Boz when she was younger?
Yes, it was. I think a lot of her personality traits was based on T-Boz, and I got to talk to Tion about how she was at the skating rink when she was younger, and she was very open to discussion. Yeah.
Oh, I would always go to this place called Jelly Beans. We actually have a movie me and Dallas Austin produced, executive produced, called ATL with T.I. and Lauren London. They're actually playing us, and that kind of represented Jelly Beans, the skating rink. And that's where I got a lot of my dance flavor from to bring to TLC.
Thank you to the city of Atlanta, because I feel like Atlanta has adopted me and welcomed me with such open arms since I've done the movie. Also, I didn't have the expectations of what it would be. I didn't know how anyone was going to perceive it. I just knew that while we were doing it, it felt really special. And I was hoping that would convey. And that's how you know energy is everything, because the energy while we were shooting was so dynamic that it was felt. And Lotto just did what is it, like an honor to the movie ATL. Yeah. She did so good. Her whole creative's based around it. It was just so cute and sweet and special. I bigged her up about that. So I'm honored that I can even be a part of anything that anyone is still appreciating today. So it's more of a humbling experience than anything.
Lauren London's success in the film really put her in the spotlight, opening up all kinds of new opportunities in the entertainment world. She landed roles in different TV shows and movies, really showing off her versatility and range as an actress. Back in 2007, she landed a role on the HBO comedy series Entourage. She was also part of the movie This Christmas, playing the role as Melanie Whitfield, aka Mel. Cammy in the movie I Love You, Beth Cooper. The character Christina was portrayed by her in the first season of the television series 90210. The character Ivy was portrayed by Lauren London in the 2009 film Next Day Air.
I'm glad you're in a good mood today. What's up, you're not mad at me no more?
I'm not, but I can't speak for Miss Jackson.
She appeared in Tyler Perry's Medea's Big Happy Family, which was released in 2011.
How hard is it, like, when you're supposed to be playing a character who isn't as sort of loud or sort of over the top as, like, the baby mama or anything else, to not just break out, like, during some of those scenes?
Laughing?
Yes.
I broke out laughing. It was just, I tried not to. It was really, really hard to keep a straight face, but there was a lot of times where I was like, and things are more funny when you're not supposed to laugh. You're supposed to be quiet. So.
Lauren London was a regular on the hit BET show The Game, from season 6 all the way to the series finale. She also co-starred in the movie Baggage Claim.
I play Paula Patton's younger sister who's getting married, and she feels the pressure of finding a date to my wedding in 30 days.
Both of them, as myself, were naturals. So that always brings another element. I mean, it's... you can be method. My generation, we went to school and majored in theater arts and took the steps opposed to the elevator. And this generation, I think, brings the magic of, not that you didn't go to school or study the arts, but there's a study over here and there's a natural over here. And I felt that they both did the lay work. But when they came to set, it was just natural. And it was very professional, and it was beautiful. No,
that's like a major compliment coming from you.
I pay attention.
In 2019, Lauren played the lead character, Vanessa King, in the BET show Games People Play. In the year 2021, she was the lead actress in the movie Without Remorse, and she was a part of the movie You People, which was released on Netflix in January 2023. Lauren has been working with Puma for quite some time now. Her first major project with Puma, the Forever Stronger collection, as a tribute to her late partner, Nipsey Hussle. She has continued her work with Puma by releasing her collection, Protect Your Peace, which focused on finding inner peace even when life gets tough. Lauren London is the mother of 2 boys. Her and Lil Wayne had a previous relationship Their son, Cameron Carter, was born in 2009.
I had a pregnancy that wasn't private. A lot of people had their opinions about it, were surprised that I came up pregnant, which was a surprise to me because I'm a woman and women get pregnant. Lauren comes first before the actress. So having my son was the best thing that ever happened to me.
My child is going to be 4 years old. In a minute, he'll be 10. In another minute, he'll be 15 and then 20. And nobody will really care what we're doing. But we will still have to raise this child together.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is cool. What we do is cool. At the end of the day, it's all stripped down and we are parents. That is all. And we will be parents to my child, to our child, for however many years God will have us on this earth.
Her and Nipsey Hussle met in 2013 and was in a long-term relationship. They have a son named Cross, born in 2016. Lauren London dated Nipsey Hussle until his unexpected death in 2019 at the age of 33 years old. He was killed outside his own store, the Marathon Clothing Store in Los Angeles. Y'all, I could just imagine how she felt. Lord, I don't wish that on anyone. Not only did she lose the love of her life, but her son lost his father, who was meant to be there to raise him and experience those precious times in his life. For you all that is watching that lost a partner, baby father, or husband, please know that I am so sorry for your loss and I am giving you a virtual hug.
Once Hustle passed, I was just like, what the hell just happened here? But I feel like when I in alignment with God and with my higher self, then I'll have dreams about him or I'll see the signs.
Where did we first meet and what did I think of you the first time we met?
She was head over heels sprung from day one.
And
we
got
met.
this wrong.
We met, you know what I'm saying? For the first time in person on Crenshaw Slauson at my store.
Yes, but what did I think?
What did you say you thought, or what did I think
what do you
thought?
think I think? I
Thought she was head over heels, committed and ready to roll. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so you got half of that right. It was on Crenshaw Slauson, and I thought he was very tall.
That's what you said. Yeah, you thought I was tall.
Oh, like, he's tall.
We rode around LA. It was our first date. Yeah. You know, we also first met eyes at the Marathon store on Crenshaw and Slauson. So, I think more than like places in LA, I think it's Cross that is a constant reminder of what we had.
Yeah. I see.
Our son.
Yeah, I see. It's crazy because there isn't a better collab than children, to be honest. Because then you're still reminded and you still see the isms of like, oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Ermias is right there.
Oh my gosh. So deep into that little boy.
So tell everyone, who Nipsey Hussle was to you.
Well, to me, he was one of my greatest teachers. And he was he was safe. He was like my safe space. And he encouraged me. He saw things in me that I was afraid to see. And with him not being physically here, it pushes me to do all the things he told me to do, to pursue all the things he told me I had inside of me. I want to do them now when I used to be too afraid to do them.
So he's like motivating you from the other side.
For sure. A lot of my, yes, 1,000%. A lot of my inspiration comes from him.
Even though she faced a deep loss, but her strength and determination to keep going inspired so many people.
We have fear of people dying, so we don't want to face it yet until it's in our face. You don't know till it's at your front door. I always say the front row at the funeral is different. You know, when you have to sit on, I've been at a lot of funerals.
I bet.
I've never sat front row at one. That's different.
What does that do to you?
Shift your perspective on life. You know what I mean? Make you see not only that is life short, but that it's a gift, and because everyone's time is so different, what am I doing with this gift?
And then there's a whole other thing about it that we're not prepared for, just in dealing with it. Like
it's the 3 years. It's the 3 years later, for me, that I feel really kicks in. The 5 years later,
what is that?
Because at first you're in shock. And then there's a lot of attention and love around you. And then people get back to their lives. And then now you're like, well, how do I get back to my life when it's shifted so much? And then what does life look like for me now? And then you're like rebirthing. Then someone dies and now you're in a rebirth. But you're in the rebirth. And that's weird.
And then people kind of start going away.
People, yeah, they live their lives.
Yeah.
Then they start talking bad about you again. They don't give a fuck about you no more.
Who is talking bad about you?
Not the same.
Tell me
Anybody.
right now.
No. Anybody.
Who did it?
No one did anything. But you know what I mean? They're like, oh. I've never really have functioned in self-love. Wow. I've never really functioned in self-acceptance. And this is my time to learn what that is. You know, I need to learn who I am outside of my trauma, from the childhood trauma, then the, adult trauma. I need to really know what it feels like to be in, like, sovereignty with me. And that's the space that I'm in, and I know that. And I'm okay with that. And that's just is what it is.
She is steady pushing forward in her acting career and continues to honor Nipsey's legacy.
How did you find the courage to go back to work? Because you have been through stuff, and I wonder sometimes when people's lives are forever altered, how do they get up in the morning? How do they go on with their day? How do you do it?
Every day is different. And so some days you don't want to. You just want to lay there. My big reason is my children, because they do deserve a really happy mom, and they deserve joy, and they deserve a house that has music playing and incense going and light coming in the windows, and they deserve that. And, when you lose someone, they're on the other side wanting you to continue life as well. So I just always think about what I know Nip would want me to do and what I know my children deserve and what I deserve too. My kids they come first. Like, so that's the North Star for me. Like, if it doesn't surround them and their schedule, I just don't do it. But balancing that, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just doing the best that I can. It is not the easiest thing in the world to do. And I do have to say no to a lot of things because my son might have a baseball game, and I'm a single mom. So, I got to be there for everything, and I want to be there for everything. So that's right. Shout out to the single mom. My spirit comes first.
Absolutely.
So I have to take care of that first. And a lot of that is why I'm so low. Yeah. Because I feel like I am very fragile, like all of us. And everyone's like, oh, you have to have tough skin. I don't really know too many people with tough skin.
Right.
I think we're all very fragile.
Absolutely.
So I have to protect my space and my spirit so that I can go out and work and give it my all and be creative and artistic and all of that.
Her charm and down-to-earth personality have really made her a fan favorite. One of the main reasons people love Lauren is because she is so genuine and always stayed true to herself and her values.
So authenticity is like, you can't go buy that. You got to be that.
At the age of 40, she looks so good. The way she holds it together, being strong for herself and her kids during the tough time of losing her partner Nipsey Hussle is truly something special. The love and bravery she shows each day shine as an inspiration of hope for so many people going through a similar situation.
And I've experienced pure love. I am not without pure love. I might not ever be married, but I experience pure love. And that's with
you
Nip.
Experience it now.
With Nip. I got that. I got to see that on Earth.
Woo.
I don't need to do that again. I like to feel enlightenment with God. Jeremy is the love of my life. You know what it is? Grief is the final act of love. My heart hears you. I feel you everywhere. I'm so grateful that I had you. I love you beyond this earth. And until we meet again, the marathon continues.
Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.